Hey, what's up everyone? Fluffy Armchair Admiral here with another video about Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Before we begin today's video, I'd like to remind you to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done that already and use that bell to make sure you won't miss out on any content from me. I would also like to encourage you to join my Discord server where you can interact with me and other Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts fans, share some of your crazy designs, suggest a cool scenario, or just chill. You can find link in description down below this video. Right, so welcome back in another episode of Custom Battle series where I'm featuring scenarios made by you, dear viewers. In today's video, we will be featuring another winner of this time's vote. There were only 3 scenarios on the vote, and well, the winning scenario is Battle for Northern Ireland, made by Pepper. It's 1934, and the Irish have demanded the return of Northern Ireland, or a war. The British ignored the Irish demands, so the Irish declared war, sending a fleet of 1 super battleship, 3 battle cruisers, 8 heavy cruisers, 6 light cruisers, and 2 destroyers. The British fleet consists of 2 battleships, 4 battle cruisers, 7 heavy cruisers, 6 light cruisers, and 2 destroyers. You are to play as the Irish and design the battleship. The ship is armed with 12 18-inch guns in 3 quad turrets, 18 8-inch guns in 6 triple turrets, 8 6-inch guns in 4 twins, and 18 5-inch guns in 6 triple turrets. The armor and equipment is up to you. The ship's name is Fiach Maghur or Obarn. Okay, I'm terrible at pronouncing Irish names, so I believe it means something. Anyway, for this mission, obviously, as there is no Irish fleet in the game, the Irish will be portrayed as Germans. So I will use German equipment to fight the British. Right, so let me switch to the game window. There we go. So the battle is already, pretty much preset. I'm going to be designing a battleship. I decided to put everything at, everything at 22 kilometers away from each other. It might be a bit close, I'm not gonna lie, especially with that fleet. However, as you probably noticed in bottom right corner, I am already playing Alpha 9 with latest hotfix patch 78. So what it means, we are going to have some extra equipment, and there are some changes to the game and gameplay features. For example, right now formations should work much better, and I will test that in today's mission. I won't be making any specific video declared towards patch 9, even though, well, there is quite a lot of changes. The problem is that I can't fit another video in my schedule. I'm already struggling with current schedule at the moment because my job became a little bit harder and I need to spend much more time at work. So unfortunately, I just can't find any extra time to make a video about a patch. Patch notes can be found when you start the game. They can be found on the game forums, so that's the best place to check them out. Sadly, well, I'm not exclusively making YouTube videos. There is another job that I got, so unfortunately I can't spend extra time going through patch notes that everyone can actually read. Anyway, we will be testing some of those new features in today's video. I will be playing using formations as much as I can. I will try to not split my fleet if I can. Obviously, if I have to, I will do that. But in most cases, I will try to keep my fleet all together as a fleet. Eventually, I will reorganize the fleet to split the ships by type or something. But I will try to operate as a fleet. Right, we are facing British. Let's get into designer and let's... Yeah, right. Okay, that's a new feature. The game is telling you, yeah, there is too many ships and your performance will suck. Well, I get that. Anyway, we are going to design super battleship because that's the best hull we can get, and we need to have some good ship to fight the Brits. Right, let's go for modern tower 3. And how far ahead I would like to push it? Perhaps... Yeah, that's as far ahead as I would like to push it. Secondary tower 3, why not? We should have enough space for it. Is it properly connected? Yes, it is. Right, they still didn't added any sort of like a planes, so unfortunately that catapult won't work. But I look forward to see in the future that it will eventually start working. Right, we will go with Uber Funnel 5. We can add only one of them. There is not much more space, so having the best one will probably help me a lot. It is super heavy though, so I'm not sure if that will work the best. Right, let's see at the equipment that Pepper wants us to have. We need 12 18-inch guns in 3 quad turrets. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, having 3 quad turrets is gonna be a little bit difficult. Let's see if we can get quad turrets. We can go down to 14-inch with quad turrets. We need 18-inch. Okay. And we need 3 of those bad boys. So 2 at the front and 1 at the back. The question is which one I want. If I would put that a little bit further, like here, it will definitely help me with the offset. Yes, yes, oh yes. So many guns. Okay, that looks very interesting. We'll see how it works in practice. Right, 12 18-inch guns in 3 quad turrets, 18 8-inch guns in 6 triple turrets. Okay, so secondary guns, 8-inch guns, triple turrets, and let's see what we can do. We need 6 of those bad boys. That's 2, that's 4, and that's 6. Wow, they fit perfectly. Right. Unfortunately, I can't turn them, so they will have to stay in that orientation. Perhaps that's how Germans designed their ships. But yeah, I literally, if I would try to turn them, it wouldn't work. As you can see, the angles on those guns are really weird. Right, 8 6-inch guns in 4 twins. Okay, 6-inch guns. And that needs to be in 4 twins. That's 2. And do I have any other space where I can put them? I could technically use this one. Sadly, there is no quad turret. Where should I put you, dear sir? I could technically put it in this space and move this gun on this barbette, which is not something I would like to do. Right, this place looks pretty good to house these guns. There we go. We got 8 of those bad boys. Is it? Yeah, 4 twins. 18 5-inch guns in 6 triple turrets. Okay. So 5-inch guns, triple turrets, and they can go on these platforms. So 1, 2, and perhaps 3 pairs. There we go. 6 turrets. That's all we got. Right, 4-weight offset is 11.2%. That is pretty high. I'm not going to lie about it. What can we do to change it? If I could drop the size of the ship and perhaps move this gun a little bit backwards, or move it onto the superstructure, that would work differently. Okay, I can remove those. I can remove those and put it like that. I don't need that large ship. I can always move those guns backwards, remove those, turn those, okay. And now I should be able to... Can I fit it? Ah, I just can't. I will have to put it like that. Okay, it will look a little bit weird. Let me just fix what I missed. So 8-inch guns. I lost 1 pair. There we go. And 5-inch guns. I definitely lost 1 of those. There we go. And I think 6-inch guns are also missing. Yeah. Right, when it comes to 6-inch guns, I can now do things like that, because I got guns on barbettes. So that looks interesting. We will have 2 double turrets on the back. Okay, okay. That looks interesting. We got a smaller displacement. The speed, let's push it to 29 knots. There we go. Range can be short and bulkheads can be maximum. I need this ship to have proper protection. Auxiliary engine 4, shaft 3. When it comes to boilers, what can I do? Ooh, engine efficiency is absolutely terrible. Diesel engine it is. That is gonna be oil fuel. And forced boilers. Oh my goodness me. It's still not enough. That is still not enough. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right, we will have to deal with worse performance, I guess. Right, single hull bottom. That should, well, perhaps let's make it double. Anti-torp 5, barbette 4, anti-float 3, and citadel. I would like to have turtle back. The problem is, yeah, I won't make it work unless I will change the armor. There we go. Crab 4 is gonna make that difference. Right, rangefinder. Obviously, stereoscopic 5, acoustic sonar 3, radio direction finder, and generation 3 radar. That puts us a little bit overweight, but we can fight with it by introducing tube powder, standard shells, standard ammunition, and perhaps what we can do with the armor. Can we lower it a little bit? Perhaps not. Okay, so let's drop 1 knot of speed. 28 knots. There we go. And that puts us under weight limit, which is something that I want. It also gives us a little bit more headroom to install some extra armor, and I'm gonna need that because we got only 11-inch belt. Oh my goodness me. Perhaps if I could go with 12-inch, 6 extended, okay, deck 6 to 3. Conning tower, oh yes, conning tower is the place which I want to protect. So perhaps 15-inch, can we do that? Yeah. Can we go even higher, like 17-inch? Yeah, there we go. And turret. Ooh, turret is definitely not going to work. Right, we are at the weight limit with slight offset. That is not bad. 2.8% for such a huge ship. It should work perfectly fine. It should work really nicely, in fact. Yeah. Let me just place the camera in at a different angle. There we go. Perhaps a little bit of a zoom. There we go. Now we got nice screenshot just in case we need it for a thumbnail. Perhaps we will catch some screenshots later. Anyway, that's going to be our ship. It has all the bells and whistles that were required for this mission. So hopefully we will be successful. We will beat the British fleet and regain independence in Ireland. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. The name, that complicated name, right. Let me just write it, let me just type it. Fiach Mac Hugh O'Byrne. There we go. Now it is complete. Okay, we can now begin this mission. Right. I'm not sure how it's gonna work, but, well, it looks weird, but it all depends how it works. Let's get it to work. Right, so as I promised, I will try to use some sort of formations. I might split my fleet into 2 separate formations if I have to. But that's all. I need to learn new commands though. Right, my fleet already started shooting. I will turn the fleet slightly towards the starboard side. Right, so what divisions we got? We got battle cruisers, and they have to scout, no, steady, follow. You're gonna follow Division 1, which is M.2 O'Byrne. Heavy cruisers, oh yeah, heavy cruisers are nicely... why is Lutzov? Okay, I need to join Division 3. No. Join Division 3. Okay, Division 3 is set. So we got 2 divisions of 4 heavy cruisers, which is good. So one of those divisions can actually follow Division 1, which is good. Division 3 is gonna be separate. Not sure how it's working. Division 3 will not follow. Division 6 will follow Division 4. Now, they will screen for Division 4 because those are light cruisers. This guy is going to screen for... I still need to learn how to give those orders. But let's screen for Division 3. And obviously these guys are also going to screen for Division 3. Or actually they will go on a scout duty. Why isn't this changing? Right. Right. They are still screening, even though I told them to scout. Anyway, we will try to make it work somehow. Right, let's see what enemy has. I'm still trying to figure out those formations. I will slow down to 23 knots. So, let's have a look at enemy battleship. Okay, it has... My goodness me, that was loud. Right, it has 3 triple guns. Those look like at least 16 inch. Okay, so that's gonna be tough. What else? Are these... Those are destroyers. Well... That's an interesting design. Lots of guns and a single... Is that quintuple launcher or... Yeah, that's quintuple launcher. On the back, okay. Let's watch out on that. There's only 2 of those bad boys. Battle cruisers. Well, battle cruisers look interesting. They got... What is that? What is that gun? Wow, this guy is listing so bad. Those look like 15-inch guns, perhaps? They still got 9 of them, but those look like 15-inch guns to me. Okay, that's interesting. Let's jump back to my fleet and let's see what's happening. Those 18-inch guns take awfully long time to reload. Right. Those are battle cruisers. Those are heavy cruisers. And these guys need to... In fact, I will detach them and go towards these guys. I'm not sure what that fleet is. This is a light fleet. So it might be very beneficial to me. Those look like light cruisers. They use smoke, so I believe those are. Right, we can't hit enemy, which is a problem. We'll see how it works. Yeah, I will detach light fleet and attack this flank, while main fleet will attack from the other flank, and hopefully this plan will work pretty well. Let me just turn the speed a little bit higher. I will start turning towards the enemy. Ooh. Those guns are going off. Right. Herta, you guys attack those small ships. I don't want any destroyers to come near. Some shots have been fired at those. Oh my goodness me. The accuracy is absolutely terrible. Yeah. Nothing is hitting. Oh, there we go. We hit a destroyer. We caused flooding. And we immediately almost sank her. Yeah, we actually sank her. Wow. That's good. That's good. That division is also attacking another destroyer. So enemy has lost one of their destroyers. Pretty much right off the bat. Which is really nice. It helps me a lot. Because that means less torpedoes in the water. Oh my goodness me. Just look at this. Wow, that's a massive firepower. Oh, there is some... Yeah, Hertha and V2 decided to collide a little bit, which is not the greatest. Oh, we caused fire on that torpedo boat or destroyer. In fact, we caused multiple fires. In fact, oh, we caused flooding and she is sinking. Wow, that was fast. Basically, that was a rapid kill. I'm not sure if that's a result of the current patch. I believe so, because that destroyer didn't last long. It was like seconds and she was gone. Perhaps that's why having... where is that? Hertha. Hertha needs to turn. Unfortunately, those destroyers are not helping me. I would... Oh, they are finally on scout duty. Okay. Why are they still attached to this? I need to learn the division. Okay. Okay. So these guys needs to be connected. Right. So I want you to screen for them. I want you to not scout, screen, and I want you to scout. There we go. There we go. And you are not scouting for them, you are scouting for them. Yeah. And you need to scout. Okay. You also need to be connected to them, and you need to screen. Fantastic. And you guys needs to be connected to Hertha, and again you need to screen. Good. So these guys can now attack those light cruisers. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that firepower. Right, we identified those light cruisers. They got only 6-inch guns and 3-inch secondary guns. Wow. They're gonna die really soon. Right, I'm not worried about those. Let me just check what my battleship is doing. Yeah, my battleship is not doing the worst job. But surely it could do much better. Right, start attacking heavy cruisers with main guns. Because I need those guys dead. We got a lot of ships in this battle, so obviously the game was worried about performance. I'm not. I genuinely, I'm not. I'm not going to lie. Right. Hertha can turn behind the enemy. This enemy is... Ooh, Concord sinks due to heavy flooding. That was really fast. Right, so next target, Castor. That's 2 ships down on British fleet, which is very good. Right, my battleship is not in the worst condition ever, which is good. Secondaries are going off at Castor, which is even better. Right, main guns are shooting at heavy cruisers. Let's see how they do. Oh, we scored a massive hit at Roxburgh. That was the right moment to actually change my camera, and she is going down. Oh, look at her. Yeah, she's taking on water really fast. I think it's slowed down, but yeah, the water will overcome her protection. That's for sure. There we go. We managed to sink that heavy cruiser. Let's sink another one, because the more guns we can eliminate from the battle, the better for us. Battle line. Yeah, that's the one. I will expand it so I can see it better. This battle line needs to follow the enemy. Castor. Oh, Castor is taking on a lot of fire from my ships. Yeah, she is partially flooded. I don't see her surviving any longer. Oh, there are torpedoes in the water. I'm not sure what kind of torpedoes those are, but definitely they are fast ones. Not the most accurate. And probably not the most stealthy. This light cruiser probably already detected them. But yeah, it's gonna put her in even worse spot because she had to maneuver in a different way than she planned. Yeah, she's gonna go down really soon. She already took some water, but she managed to pump it out. Okay, that's interesting. We probably won't hit her with... right, we managed to sink enemy heavy cruiser. Another one. What are we shooting at now? No. Let me shoot at another heavy cruiser. I need to eliminate those smaller ships and strip enemy from its scouting fleet or from its support fleet. There we go. We managed to sink that light cruiser as well. So Herta can now chase another light cruisers. Ceres is gonna be another target of mine. We are doing really great, in fact. Right, Ostmark. Ostmark needs to follow at tight formation. There we go. This one. In fact, if I could attach this to Division 1 and make those ships to work all together. Yeah. That's even better. Let me just change that. This is in tight formation. Ostmark will take the lead instead of Magnac Auburn for some reason. Oh yeah, because Magnac Auburn joined the division as the last ship. I can't change the lead ship, but that should be okay. Or yeah, let's leave it like that. It will reduce some stress from Magnac Auburn, and she's taking a lot of fire from enemy. And we can now designate what kind of job we want to do. So main guns, perhaps let's focus on Warspite. What? My super battleship just died. Okay, we got a flash fire that basically managed to destroy my flagship. Oh my goodness me, this is not good. This is not good. Help? Right, so my flagship just died. And this is very bad. This is extremely bad because enemy battleships are still going strong, and as I predicted, they do have 16-inch guns. Right, Ostmark will have to deal with that problem instead. I'm not happy. Ooh. Right, 26 knots, that is. The formation has decided what kind of speed we have. Right, Ostmark with 13-inch guns. Oh my goodness me, this is gonna be terrible. Has to deal with enemy battleship. Oh my goodness me. This is a huge problem right now. This is a massive problem. Right, what about my torpedoes? this division will have to save the torpedoes. This division will have to save the torpedoes. Everyone will have to save the torpedoes because I'm gonna need them to kick ass of enemy battleships. Right, Division 1. Yeah, nobody in Division 1 has any sort of idea or help. Right, you guys need to follow these guys. Screen for them, okay. And you guys need to use torpedoes. Where are you guys, in fact? How far you are? Oh my goodness me. My entire small fleet is so far away detached from these guys that I can't see it working. Right, I need to retreat with my heavy fleet. Not that there is much left of them. Oh my goodness me, this is not looking good. Right. Hertha took some damage. Oh, she is flooding. And flood seems to be very persistent in this patch. I'm not sure how it works, but yeah, the loss of that of my main battleship is definitely not going to be easy to survive. Ooh, that is really bad. Right, I need to retreat. Yeah, I don't have firepower to deal with enemy battleships just yet. Let's strip enemies from their support fleet so that we can reduce a distance to their battleship using our destroyers and heavy cruisers. That's our best chance. Okay, Ceres sinks, which is one more light cruiser. Hobart can follow. Why is Lippe so far ahead? You don't screen, you will follow. Something doesn't really work well in this patch when it comes to fleets. Yeah, those orders are really wonky. No, these guys are supposed to follow battle line 3, which is these guys, and you guys need to follow, and these guys are supposed to attack. Oh, okay, that's Lippe, Dessau, Limburg, and is that Hertha? And Hertha, okay. Sachsen, Victoria Louise, Friedrich Karl, and Lutzow, on the other hand, needs to follow battle cruisers, and battle cruisers needs to change their course and join the main fleet. Right, we are slowly catching up on enemy and hitting them from behind, because thankfully enemy battleships have basically extended the battle line, and thanks to my battle cruisers engaging with them, they basically turned around and disconnected from the battle at the right moment, so that enemy battleships are too far away to support their fleet that is now getting killed by my heavy cruiser and light cruiser fleet. Oh yeah, Hobart is taking heavy fire. She took flooding hit, which is exactly what we want. We need to sink more and more of those light cruisers and heavy cruisers of the enemy. So then we can easier jump on enemy heavy fleet, like battle cruisers and battleships especially. We need to hit them with torpedoes. Okay, there is there are some problems, but there shouldn't be. Saxon, for some reason, you are supposed to follow these guys. Just follow them. Are you still connected? No, okay. See, this is a problem. This is a huge problem of this game. Right, Hessen can fire at those nearest light cruiser. Let's kill them off. The more of those light ships we kill, the better for us. Okay, as soon as I switched my fire towards those light cruisers, it became much better. Oh, that was a massive hit. Oh, 2 massive hits. Yeah, this guy is gone. Doris is done. Right, Dauntless. You guys need to die. Hessen and Saxon collided. Okay. Yeah, as always. So fleets are not perfect, definitely. There are still some collisions happening. Because captains of our ships are not exactly the most competent ones. Yeah, Saxon, Victoria Louise and Friedrich Karl definitely need some better captains. Oh my goodness me, this looks bad. Right, anyway, the loss of my battleship put me in a pretty tight spot. I need to do something about enemy battleships, which is gonna be a problem. But enemy light fleet seems to be dying pretty fast. We killed a lot of light cruisers so far. We killed 2 heavy cruisers of enemy fleet. Well, their light cruisers are not a threat at all, even if they are alive. The problem is that they are still gonna hit something from time to time, and we don't want that to happen. Right, my heavy cruiser fleet needs to change the course. We definitely need to follow the enemy. We need to chase them and kill them one by one. We can't allow for the enemy to run away. So far, despite the loss of my biggest battleship, which is a huge loss, we are winning this battle, in my opinion. Like, we sank much more ships of enemy fleet than they did to us. So that is good thing. What is very unfortunate is that I don't have enough firepower at the moment, coming from my main guns, to actually deal any damage to enemy heavy fleet, which is battle cruisers and battleships. And that is gonna be hard not to crack. I'm not sure how I'm going to deal with that. Enemy heavy cruisers are not a problem at all. Right. So my battle cruisers are going there. My heavy cruisers might be going there. It is not easy. I can't... Ooh, 7-inch guns on my heavy cruisers are almost empty. There's only 462 shots left. 13-inch guns on my battle cruisers, well, they can last for a bit, but they are not enough to deal with enemy battleships. It is really tight spot. If I can get rid of enemy heavy cruisers, I can then try and rush towards enemy battleships and kill them with sheer numbers and torpedoes. And that's gonna be my chance. But yeah, it's really tough to hit those heavy cruisers. That doesn't look good. Oh, okay. We caused fire on Cressy. That was a nice hit. Just 13-inch guns but it definitely does the job. It might not be as strong as 18-inch guns, but it surely does damage. Right, enemy is keeping their distance from me, which is problematic a bit. Definitely that warspite. What's the speed? 28 knots. Oh my goodness me. It's pretty much the same as fast as any other of my ships. So that will be a huge problem, because enemy battleships can actually outmaneuver and outrun my fleet. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Well, that's what we get with the new patches. They definitely change the gameplay in the various ways. I don't want to go too close to enemy battleships, because they still have a lot of 16-inch ammunition. And that is the problem. Yeah, their battlecruisers, in fact, almost haven't spent any ammunition at all. 13-inch guns. Oh my goodness me, that will be really tough. Right. Oh, we caused another fire on Cressy. Right. Hopefully this attack will be very successful and we will be able to kill some of those heavy cruisers. If we can do that. Ooh, that's a nice hit. Okay, we caused flooding on Cressy. Definitely they are taking a lot of damage from me. One of my battle cruisers are falling behind, which is not good. Okay, okay. Lippe is moving forward. My light cruiser seems to be okay. They got torpedoes, which is definitely something that I need. They got 20-inch torpedoes. Not the best ones, if you ask me. But they got massive range, which is something that I need. I'm gonna need that range to deal with enemy battleship. Okay. We've lost one ship so far, but we've lost the wrong ship. That's the problem. I need to deal with this problem in a creative way, so that we won't lose anything that has significant value anymore. Otherwise, it will be very difficult to maintain my fleet in a good state. Right, we will make a hard turn to starboard with both fleets. Cressy is taking more and more damage. She's basically taking on water and sinking. Yeah, she just sank, which is very good. We can now focus on Orlando. Hopefully we will be able to sink her in a timely and quick manner. With that light fleet being sunk by my fleet, we should be able to deal massive damage to enemy battle cruisers and battleships. Obviously enemy battle cruisers will be a huge problem. Battleships maybe not so much. They are big and clunky, so we might take advantage of that, especially using a much faster fleet. The problem is that my battle cruisers doesn't have torpedoes, and I could use some of those. Right, Orlando took a massive hit. She took a lot of water, so there is a high chance that she might be sunk really fast. Oh, she took another flooding hit. Yeah, she's taking on water. She is sinking really fast. Right, my battle cruisers can again change targets to another heavy cruiser of enemy. Okay, that's good, that's good. Line 4 needs to adjust their course. We need to get closer to battleships, that's for sure. My battle cruisers can somewhat deal with enemy battleships. The problem, well, battleships with enemy battle cruisers. The problem is with enemy battleships. We can't deal with those. Right, what is that name? Immortality just took a mortal blow. And she's sinking. Right. That's good, that's good. That's very, very, very good. And we keep sinking those enemy cruisers, which is helping us a lot. Ooh, Hessen took a massive blow. 2 of her engines are down. But we keep hitting enemy heavy cruisers, which is something that I want. I need to eliminate them from the battle. Ooh, enemy battleship just opened fire. Thankfully unsuccessful hit from them. If we can make enemy battleships to spend all their ammunition, that would be really helpful. Right, my light fleet is chasing the enemy. They are definitely dealing a lot of damage. How's my battle cruisers doing? Hessen is taking more and more damage. Mars is next one on the list. And ooh, enemy battleships seems to have quite high accuracy. Right, I need to turn around, otherwise my battle cruisers will be a history pretty quick. Right. Okay, there is a lot of fire coming on those 2 enemy heavy cruisers and battleships. Okay, let's maneuver a lot. Ooh, Hessen just took flooding hits. That's not good. I really don't want my battle cruisers to take any more hits, but yeah, Warspite seems to have very, very reliable gunners. That is a huge problem. Right, my light fleet is chasing enemy battleships. And hopefully, when we catch up, we will be able to deal a massive damage to them. We are also taking some shots at enemy heavy cruisers that are assisting battleships. Look at that firepower. Look at that rain. Oh my goodness me. This is a lot of firepower. Right. Temeraire is taking a lot of fire damage, but that's definitely not enough to get rid of her. We won't be able to overcome this class of battleship with just... Oh my goodness me. Look at their heavy cruisers. 8-inch, 5-inch, 4-inch, 4-inch, 3-inch. Oh my goodness me. So many gun groups. Oh. Oh. I want you guys to aggressively launch your torpedoes in hopes of hitting something. Yeah, enemy battleships decided that they really want us to be dead. Right, Powerful took a flooding hit, which is very good. That is something that I want. I want to sink those bastards. Ooh, but Lippe also is taking a lot of fire, and it, by the looks of it, she's not gonna survive. Yeah, she's definitely not going to survive. What are my... Oh, okay, Saxon is doing some crazy rush towards enemy battleship. However, enemy battleships are keeping their distance. Oh, and she took a massive blow. Right, Warspite is down to 129 ammunition. So, Temeraire also has very, very small supply. If we could make the enemy to spend their... Oh, Saxon. Yeah, Saxon is sinking. Victoria Louise can actually perform a torpedo attack. This is not gonna work, is it? Yeah, it is not going to work. And Victoria Louise is dying. Right. Sadly. We did perform a torpedo attack on the enemy, but it's not going to work. They have too much firepower. Yeah, their heavy cruisers are dealing massive damage to us. Right, Friedrich Karl is basically having a short distance fight with Powerful, but she's gonna lose this fight. Yeah, she's sinking. Oh dear. Lutzov. Lutzov is one of my last hopes. Right. That was torpedoes, and I want all weapons on them. Oh! We scored a hit at Temeraire. It was a torpedo hit. That's very good, but she has a massive torpedo protection, which is not going to help us. Ooh, and Lutzov just took a massive blow from enemy battleship. That was Temeraire. She has only 66 ammunition. But that's more than enough if she's gonna be accurate with them. I'm really not sure what to do about this problem. Well, enemy is definitely at disadvantage right now, but it doesn't mean they are dead. They can still deal a lot of damage to me. Okay, Lutzov managed to avoid being hit, but there's still 54 shots left, and Temeraire seems to have very competent gunners. Look at that accuracy, 18%. This is not good. I need to start maneuvering and drop the accuracy. Oh yeah, 4%. That is exactly what I want to see. %. Oh my goodness me. Oh, and they hit Lutzov. Ooh, that's not good. But Temeraire is down to 36 ammunition. Warspite is down to 15. So that means 2 salvos. But yeah, if Lutzov is going to take so much fire, then those 2 salvos is going to be more than enough to sink her. Right. What are my battle cruisers doing? Yeah, my battle cruisers are falling behind. Sadly, they can't keep up with enemy battleships. There's no chance that's gonna happen. Right, Warspite is out of ammunition. However, Lutzow didn't survive. Right, Temeraire is the last hope of enemy fleet with 18 shots. Okay. Okay. They got 12 shots. 6 shots. Okay. Oh, Dessau is also out of ammunition. Oh my goodness me. This is not good. So we are basically a bit screwed. We ran out of ammo. Kolberg is also having some ammunition. My DDs doesn't have ammunition. They basically ran out. Oh my goodness me. And my battle cruisers, they also ran out. There is no ammo. Right. Guys, I'm not sure how to say that, but it looks like we might not be able to do anything in this battle. I will try to perform a torpedo attack on enemy battleships, but that's all I can do. Basically, both fleets are out of ammo. Enemy heavy cruisers do have some, but there's not gonna be enough. Yeah. Enemy detected my torpedoes. But yeah, at this point, continuing this fight makes no particular sense. Because I won't be able to do anything. There's absolutely nothing I can do about enemy fleet. They still have heavy cruisers that are protecting enemy battleships. Warspite is untouchable. No chance I'm gonna do anything about her. She's basically faster than my heavy cruisers. I think that's a good point to retreat. Not going to lie. Right, Limburg fired some torpedoes. We will try to see if they hit anything. V2 just fired a large salvo of torpedoes, but they're gonna get quickly detected. And I don't see a way for them to actually hit anything and do any significant damage in this battle. We would have to be much closer to the enemy to actually do something. Yeah, it's not going to happen. That is not going to happen. Oh. Okay. Okay, I will try to perform a torpedo attack. Oh. There was some ammo detonation on Powerful, so we are still dealing some heavy damage. She is flooding. But that's it. That's pretty much it. Limburg. Does Limburg have torpedoes? Yes, they do. If we could get her much closer to the enemy. Oh, Dessau is about to attack Warspite. Right, okay, you can follow. Powerful sinks due to heavy flooding, which is good. V2 has to fire her torpedoes now. Oh, okay, V2 can't fire her torpedoes because they are still reloading. And secondaries on Temeraire are more than enough capable of dealing with V2. Oh dear, and V1 decided to actually do something completely silly. She wasn't following on that attack, and V2 is lonely. And she is retreating just at the moment when she managed to... Oh my goodness me, this... Right, that's fighting with the fleets for you. Developers claimed that they fixed it. No, they didn't. Fleets are still getting very, very separated. Right, Dessau, you need to detach from any fleet. I don't want you in any of them because that's ridiculous. And I want you aggressively launch your torpedo. It's not going to work anymore because secondaries on Warspite are too powerful, and I can see that. Torpedoes have not been fired from Dessau for some reason. Let me just have a look at this. They are now fired, which is way too late. Yeah, when I was right next to her, those torpedoes should have been fired. Right now it's way too late. Yeah, Oh, and V1 sinks due to heavy flooding. Sadly. That is very, very sad. Right, let's see what my... Okay. Kohlberg and the rest of the pack seems to have good equipment to deal with the enemy. Right, Warspite might catch one of the torpedoes. But one torpedo is not gonna cut the deal. Yeah, she's gonna catch one of the torpedoes. Okay, we caused flooding in the engine room, which is going to slow her down. We might eventually be able to finish... Oh! Temeraire sinks due to structural damage. That's very good. This is very, very good. And there is one more torpedo that is about to hit, undoubted. No, she's not gonna hit. Enemy battle cruisers started to fire at my heavy cruisers though. Okay. Warspite is still taking on water. Yes, she is still taking on water. She might actually sink. Just look at this. She's sinking after taking one torpedo hit. Oh my goodness me. And she sunk. She sunk. Enemy is down to just one heavy cruiser and 4 battle cruisers. The problem is that those battle cruisers still seem to have a lot of ammunition. And my fleet, yeah, my fleet just can't deal with them. Right, let's see if Kohlberg can do something about enemy battlecruiser. Undoubted just took a massive blow. I'm not sure what was that, but yeah, she is definitely taking on water after this. Okay. Okay, her engine is damaged. She's no longer taking on water though. But that was a massive hit. Right. Kohlberg and the rest of light cruisers are closing in on target. Oh, and torpedoes have been fired at enemy ocean. Did she... No, she haven't detected the torpedoes, but she is trying to increase the distance from my light cruisers. Sadly, none of my ships have guns in... well, have main guns in operation. We ran out of ammo. And it's not looking good. Limburg fired torpedoes at ocean and they look really good. They might actually hit. Torpedoes are my last chance in order to sink the enemy. Oh, I think one of those torpedoes might actually... Nah, she's gonna avoid those. Oh! Oh! This is not good. This is not good. Hertha might actually catch a torpedo. No. Whew, she made it. Right, Limburg fired another torpedo chasing ocean, but this is not gonna work. Kohlberg. Ooh. Right, Mars is hitting. So, at this point I decided that, well, I will try to chase the enemy fleet. However, it took me quite significant amount of time. So to save you watching my fleet trying to chase enemy, which looks hilarious and pretty much quite similar to old Benny Hill movies, I decided to make a quick cuts into most interesting parts of it. So there will be some quick shortcuts, and then we will begin to end this video, because like eventually I had to turn this battle off because it made no more sense. Right, just have a look yourself. Oh my goodness me, this is not looking good. Yeah, Limburg is taking a lot of fire. No torpedoes have been fired. Hertha just detach from this division because it's goddamn pointless. Just fire those torpedoes, please. Do me a favor and fire them. Just look at this. They won't fire torpedoes. Yeah, Limburg sinks. And Hertha, just fire them. Do me a favor and fire them. Oh my goodness me. This game is silly. This is absolutely dumb. There should be manual fire for torpedoes. Just look at this. I just lost a ship just because she refused to fire at torpedoes. Okay, Audacious sinks due to structural damage. This is absolutely amazing. Just turn. I can't believe. Oh, Favorite sinks due to structural damage. Good. I don't know what you did, Mars, but you did it right. Those 5-inch guns seems to be doing a massive damage. Not a chance. I'm not gonna win this battle. Not with that. I will cause some damage, and perhaps there is a chance that I will deal even more damage to the enemy. Ooh, those torpedoes are looking really good. Yeah, they will most likely hit. Finally. So Ocean is gonna take at least 3 of them. Yeah, she took 2 torpedo hits. But in retaliation, she basically devastated my light cruiser. Yeah, Ocean is sinking. There we go. But Geyer, yeah, is also sinking. That was the exchange I had to make. I think I will declare this battle as a draw. It was definitely not a win for me. We did hurt enemy fleet very badly, but that was definitely not enough to make a difference and win this battle decisively. We definitely caused a massive damage. We sank enemy battleships, but in retaliation they sank mine. They sank most of my battle cruisers. Only one of them survived, and it's in pretty bad shape. Most of my heavy and light cruisers fleet is destroyed or heavily damaged. So basically both fleets sustained similar damage, with some more ships remaining on Ireland's side in this case. So yeah, it was draw with perhaps slight advantage of Irish fleet. Thank you very much for watching this episode. It was very long one. Unfortunately, as you could see, we couldn't find a conclusion of this battle. It was definitely exciting. However, there were also annoying parts, which is lack of ammunition. Yeah, I didn't took enough, and it paid in the fact that I couldn't sink the enemy. There were some surprising moments, especially when enemy battle cruisers started to pop, even though I had no main gun ammunition and my torpedoes couldn't hit for shit. Because obviously, how do you want to hit a ship that can do 40 knots? It's like, oh shit. It was like their ships were faster than my torpedoes. I would have to be at point blank range with my torpedo tubes ready and aimed in order to fire them on time and sink the enemy. It is so annoying. The mechanics of firing torpedoes in this game is absolutely terrible. It's the worst mechanics ever. I would prefer to have direct control over the torpedoes myself, or to be able to directly control a single ship if I see it fit and make my own decisions. Because what AI is doing is sometimes ridiculous. When it comes to formations, well, they work as you can see. They are not perfect, they are still terrible, in fact. They work a bit better than they used to. I give them that. But ships still tend to collide with each other, and using formation is still absolute garbage in this game. You will be much better separating your ships into like their own separate divisions and command them separately, because oh my goodness me, collision avoidance system is another bad thing for this game. How many times you can see that, yeah, your ships are having perfect speed to avoid collision, but they will still try to maneuver to avoid that collision, and they're gonna collide with something else. It's like, how stupid this can be. This is a huge problem of this game. They really need to resolve that in order for this game to be able to be successful. Another thing, if that battle setting that we had in this particular battle, which is pretty much 25 ships per fleet, is it? Yeah, it's like it's 21 ships on British side, and there is about 20 ships on. Yeah, and there is exactly 20 ships on Irish side or German side. So that was 41 ships in the battle, and the game claimed it is a huge battle, we can't handle it. Or you might suffer from like a performance issues. Right. If this kind of battle is too much for this game to handle, then I'm a bit scared about the campaign. I'm not gonna lie. Because players will be aiming to, or will aim to have a massive fleet. And 20 ships is not gonna cut it. Like, probably in the campaign, players will be aiming to get even more and more. I'm not sure how they want to design it. Obviously, there is time needed to build a ship. There is time needed to design everything, and normally, like, fleets doesn't have that many ships apart from destroyers, which Americans used to have very, very large fleet of destroyers. So obviously you can produce those, or you can basically mass produce those. But when it comes to battleships, yeah, you won't have 100 battleships in the battle, that's for sure. But yeah, it makes me a bit scared that the game claims that it's going to be a performance issue if you put 20 ships per side. On the other hand, it's still a massive battle. Anyway, right, this battle has been concluded as a draw. Irish fleet managed to inflict heavy damage on British Empire's fleet. We sank their battleships. We heavily damaged their battlecruiser fleet. Their heavy cruiser, light cruiser, and destroyers were wiped out completely. So it was somewhat successful, but it was still a draw because battle wasn't fully concluded. Right. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. If you want to get informed about my new content, hit that notification bell button, and don't forget to share your comments down below. Have a great day and see you all later. Later. Out.